Schiff is basically the Jussie Smollett of Congress on steroids. I've never seen anything so ridiculous.
Live from the Matthews Brothers Studios.
I know you support Chairman Schiff, but was it right for him to have that dramatic interpretation of the president's transfer of the phone call at the hearing last week?
I don't see much reciprocity here. I want you to make up dirt on my political opponent, understand lots of it. And by the way, don't call me again. I'll call you when you've done what I asked.
But it's using the president's own words. So if he's...
Well, those weren't the president's words. It was an interpretation of the president's words. They're saying he made this up.
He didn't make it up.
Please, tell me you're joking.
Who's your captain? Howie Carr.
Look, Biden and his son are stone cold crooked.
Now let me make something clear to Mr. Trump and his hatchet men and the special interests funding his attacks against me. I'm not going anywhere.
By the way, China just started an investigation into the Biden because what happened in China is just about as bad as what happened with Ukraine.
Kids got moxie.
Unchained and unstoppable.
Analysts need to be African Americans, not people that are not. I think non-African Americans think African Americans all look the same.
As a police chief who happens to be African American in this city, if I made a similar statement, people would be calling for my resignation.
Rump swabs, hacks, and loon rats beware. It's Howie Carr.
Oh, that dirty rat's cake was delicious. But I'd like to thank my texter who just gave me some good advice. Wipe your top lip. I had some chocolate frosting on it. Thank you.
We just got an email from the staff at WRKO saying Howie has frosting on his face.
Oh, we got to know. Okay, so everybody's noticing it. Thank you. They care about me. They don't want me to be embarrassed. All right. 844-500-4242. I wish everybody were here because we're having a good time today. And again, the cake is fantastic, and the food from Tommy Floramos is in Chelsea is great as well. They brought everything from their signature ribs to my favorite veal parm to the steak tips, the sirloin steak tips. Get yourself to Floramos in Chelsea, where the meat falls off the bone. We're having a great. Everybody having a good time here. All the Dirty Rats winners and the VIPs. We got a huge crowd in here today. We're having a good time. 844-500-4242. Come on in, guys. Help yourselves. And everybody's getting soft drinks. Oh, we're giving away some of the Matthews Brothers t-shirts. Okay, because I got the new These are the new Matthews Brothers t-shirts. So it's time now for the Chump Line, which is brought to you by Matthews Brothers.
Hillary Clinton's getting back into the game. I hope in time for the holidays she'll take that walk of shame.
The only holiday I associate Hillary Clinton with is Halloween. As in, how much does she charge to haunt the house?
Loving, did you hear Genghis Carr waxing eloquent about Dr. Seuss? It figures he'd be a big fan, considering Dr. Seuss books were the honors curriculum at Deerfield.
Actually, I have a soft spot in my heart for him because he's from Springfield in the Golden West, the 413 area code. He was a great cartoonist, and those books were fantastic. I love them all, especially the early ones. The Chump Line is brought to you by Matthews Brothers, America's oldest window manufacturer. Still killing it thanks to the Howie Carr Show audience. So if you have experience in logistics or know which end of a hammer to grab, we want to talk to you. Now, take the first step and apply online today at MatthewsBrothers.com. That's Matthews Brothers with one T, MatthewsBrothers.com.
Yeah, Howie, it's not just CNN and MSNBC. I was listening to NPR today, and not only has Trump already been thrown out of office, but they're already thinking of ways to go get Pence.
NPR, National Panhandler Radio. I stole that from Chris Plant in Washington, but it's appropriate. National Panhandler Radio.
So if Nancy Pelosi tells a lie about Schiff telling a lie, doesn't that make that the truth?
It's like a double negative, isn't it? Yes, he wasn't. She told Steffi Stephanopoulos that he wasn't making up anything when he read the line about reciprocity, and I'm only going to say it 7 times, and total nonsense. You know, you'd think having set up the whole whistleblower complaint, he would be able to get the story straight, but he can't. That's how bad he is. He can't even though he knows the stuff before it's even released to the public, he can't even keep it straight.
Whoop. Yes, I still support Medicare for all. I was able to use my Cadillac plan, but I would have been fine with a DeSoto plan.
Yeah, you would have been the DeSoto. If you'd have been in the DeSoto plan, Medicare for all, the only 4-wheel vehicle you'd be needing today is a long hearse.
Howie, Bill Weld calling. There are some reports out there that support for my candidacy is drying up. I want to assure you, I am not drying out.
Yeah, every time we see you on TV, Governor, or Mr. Ambassador, should I say, after your abortive attempt to become ambassador to Mexico, we know you're not drying out.
This is Nancy Pelosi, and we are here today to file impeachment against, what's his name again?
President Nixon? President Bush? The other President Bush? Let's play the cut in case people haven't heard it today with Nancy Pelosi getting confused about what Schiff did and didn't say last week. Cut number 1.
I know you support Chairman Schiff, but was it right for him to have that dramatic interpretation of the president's transcript of the phone call at the hearing last week?
I want the American people to know what that phone call was about. I want them to hear it. So yeah, it's fair. It's sad. But it's using the president's own words. So if he's...
Well, those weren't the president's words. It was an interpretation of the president's words. They're saying he made this up.
He did not make it up.
I don't know what else can you do except laugh. I mean, your head will explode if you let it get to you. You just got to roll with it.
Oh man, Howard, Bernie's on the mend. Mistakes were made. I told Hillary we should have used the bed sheets again. Oh, would.
Oh, man. That's cold. That's stone cold, as President Trump would say.
Howie, the hatchet man? Come on. You'd be the bag man. More like bag of donuts, man. Wait a minute. Aren't you the trash man?
I am the trash man. That's my Providence mob moniker, put on me by Jerry the Frenchman we met in his book. He called me the trash man. But I'm just saying, I've been called a lot of things, but I've never been called the hatchet man. And I just, something, I'd like to be called the hatchet man once by somebody before I check out.
No ice cream for you, Kid Curly. Your sister makes fun of me later in life.
I think Kid Curly will have some ice cream tonight if she so chooses. We have plenty of ice cream to go along with the Dirty Rats cake. How was the cake, by the way? What, you didn't have any ice cream? You did? Okay, we'll get you some ice cream. Everybody can have what they want here tonight.
I don't see what all the big deal is about redemption and forgiveness. Lori Loughlin gets convicted. I'll be the first in line to give her a big hug. A big hug.
They're saying now that they're going to get to confront that advisor who was shaking, also known as a racketeer, who was collecting all the money that they were giving him. I still am perplexed that it costs $500,000 to get into USC. I don't mean to be a snob, but it just doesn't seem like you should have to pay $500,000 to get into USC.
Where's Waldo?